We also have God in the heaven. We even have heaven with the God who thinks he's a creator.
Right. So good.
That's in Buddhism. In Buddhism, there is a heaven where the God believes that he created the world. The difference between the Christian heaven and the Buddhist heaven is that in the Christian heaven, the God who believes that he created the world is really the creator of the world. Whereas in Buddhism, the God who believes that he created the world is wrong, that he actually didn't create the world. So we have this Brahma Nimantanika Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya, where the Buddha explains that he himself visited the God who believes that he created the world and explained to him that he's wrong. And the God accepted that. You would like to compare Greek God to other gods, but for example, Greek gods would be different from the Egyptian gods, and they would be different from the Roman gods. But this is a similarity because of the origin of that religion. And so we will have to look a little bit in the religionistics, in the religious studies, and in the subject of religious studies, there is always an explanation for these types of religion. So there is a religion where you have a hierarchy of gods, and there is a religion which believes in one God, the God creator. So these religions who believe in hierarchy of gods, they, in the religious studies subject, they are explained as coming from the theory that whatever is governed by a God. So the people, they see, I make a house, I make a tool for cutting, a tool for making fire, and so on. In that case, if so, who made the tree? Who made the sun? Who made the sky? Certainly it must be some being like me who made it. So this is what you will learn in the beginning, in the first lectures of religious studies. And so this is believed to be, by these scholars, is believed to be the beginning of a religion. A mere logical thinking, that the idea of God emerges through one's own comparison to the world. And so you can see the similarity in the Greek, Roman, Egyptian, and other religions. You can see the similarity in this way. So you can see that there is a God who governs the other gods, and each of these gods are responsible for an aspect of the world. In the same way as the human beings at the time when these religions were flourishing were in a hierarchy, and each of them were responsible for a certain field of the life, So there were ministers, there is a minister of foreign affairs, there is a minister of health, there is another minister of agriculture or education. So these things are not new things. These things were there already in the ancient times. So looking at the fact that humans also are responsible for aspects of the human world, the humanity developed these kinds of religions where each god is responsible for an aspect of the world. And so this would be like one kind of religions. So they are basically same because they have the same source, same main idea. Then there is another type of religion. So they are known as polytheistic religions because they believe in many gods. Poly is many, theistic is believing in God. And then we have monotheistic religions. In these religions, they believe in one God. That's the one God who created the world and none other. And there is no other God. He may have some servants in different ways, but they are not gods. They are entirely subservient to this God creator. And we can see this this kind of concept in many religions in the world today and in the past. So even the Zoroastrian religion, Zoroastrian religion was also monotheistic, and it's very, very old. Hinduism also contains monotheistic aspects in an interpretation. So when Muslims came to India, of course, this was a big problem, because Hindus with their polytheistic ideas were too much contrary to Muslims. So there was too much problem with the conflict. Therefore, Hindus today, they are more teaching this monotheistic idea, where there is just one God and all of the other gods are just aspects of this one God. They are not separate gods. But in the history, it was not like that. So today, Hindus, when you ask them whether they have many gods, they will say, no, we have just one God creator and there is no other gods. But this, I believe, is a very obvious development because of the Muslim community there. So there are many monotheistic religions like this, and they are actually same in this idea that there is one creator God. Like Judaism, Islam, and the modern Hinduism, they are very, very similar in this aspect. Christianity is also very similar, but in Christianity, this idea that Jesus could contain God becomes very controversial. So some Muslims who do not appreciate Christianity, they are even able to say that if they want to distort, that's the problem when people are not educated about religions. So if they want to distort the thing and they want to kill the Christians, then they will just say that Christians believe in 3 gods. So that's not the truth. That's wrong, and therefore they have to die. So this is what some extremist Muslims do. And this is common anywhere, like if Muslims want to kill a Hindu, he will say, well, he believes in many gods. He doesn't ask, he just comes and does it. Does the act. So this is the problem of lack of education in religions. But true is that many religions seemingly are different in their core belief, but in fact they are absolutely same. So for this, it's necessary to study on the religion and meet the people who follow that religion, and ask them, meet the scholars of that religion. So then you can really learn. I was in a very close contact with obviously Christians and Buddhists, but also with Muslims. I visited mosques to discuss Islam and to discuss Quran. I spoke with Muslim scholars. I spoke with Hindus. I spoke with other people following different religions. I wrote essays on 11 different faiths and philosophies. So, and I studied religious studies for 11 years, 8 years at the high school and 3 years at the university. So this is for me the core of my knowledge, obviously, and it helped me to understand that really religions are a little bit more than that what you hear from another person.